You're tucked into a dense Roman courtyard, Seneca's letter in hand. The sun dips low over Rome's marble columns, but the mind's turmoil simmers hotter than the Mediterranean afternoon. Seneca writes not to some faceless crowd, but to his friend Lucilius, urging him to master fear itself, to armor his soul. What if the chaos wrestling your mind isn't external, but something you can control? This ancient voice from a turbulent empire might just hand you the keys. But first, what exactly does it mean to be truly free? And who is the enemy you must defeat? Seneca begins with a battle we all face, fear, but not those obvious terrors, the ones lurking inside. Here, he flips the script on fear's grip. In one letter to Lucilius, Seneca describes the political storm swirling around Nero's Rome. Senators plotting, gladiators bleeding in the arena, and yet, Seneca calmly insists that real danger lies not in Nero's whims but in succumbing to fear's invisible chains. His words aren't just advice. They're a call to rise above a city aflame with uncertainty, demanding courage over chaos. Imagine fear like a shadow that grows when you stare at it. It's a cage built entirely from your own thoughts, a mental holdfast that shrinks your world to what you dread. Seneca sees this as more than metaphor. Fear immobilizes like unseen chains, making us prisoners without bars, foreclosing our freedom long before danger arrives. Stoicism for Seneca isn't just philosophy, it's a mental armor. The fortress isn't stone but reason and self-command. Picture a city shielded not by walls but by citizens trained to control their feelings. When fear creeps in, the Stoic retreats inside, where calm reigns and the outer chaos can't touch him. It's a transformative victory. Conquering yourself becomes the ultimate triumph. In these letters, Seneca unpacks the secret sauce of Stoicism, self-mastery. But this isn't cold suppression, it's brave stewardship of your own soul. Seneca likens emotions to wild horses racing through the Circus Maximus, powerful but reckless without reins. He warns Lucilius how unchecked anger or greed can turn friends into foes and peace into turmoil, in Rome or your own mind. The lesson: ride the steeds with firm hands, or be trampled beneath their hooves, swallowed by emotional chaos. Think of your passions as wildfire. It can raise villages or renew forests depending on how you control it. Seneca argues not for dousing emotions but channeling them, allowing desire, joy, or grief to flow, but never flood. This delicate balance, like a skilled firekeeper's dance, transforms wild energy into strength without destruction. The true payoff is freedom, not from emotion but from being ruled by it. By mastering yourself, you no longer chase every impulse or fear. Instead, you live deliberate, measured, and peaceful, no matter what storms rage outside. This inner calm is the Stoic's prize, a quiet empire no tyrant can seize. It's not all solitude and stern resolve. Seneca flips the Stoic script by elevating friendship and courage, vital lifelines in a ruthless world. Seneca's letters to Lucilius brim with warmth and humor, proving Stoicism isn't about abandoning connection. Across political conspiracies and public scandals, Seneca champions hearty friendship as a harbor from Rome's treachery. This isn't weakness but a reminder that even the self-possessed need allies, a surprising nuance in a philosophy often painted as austere. Courage, Seneca insists, isn't just brash heroics in the arena like gladiators fighting to the death. It's the quieter bravery of facing adversity with integrity and standing up for the vulnerable, even slaves. His critique of Rome's bloody spectacles reframes courage as moral backbone, a communal act rooted in empathy rather than spectacle. In one of his sharper letters, Seneca condemns gladiatorial games as more than entertainment, as a failure of reason and compassion. By spotlighting the cruelty inflicted on slaves forced to fight, he confronts the empire's brutality head-on and reminds us courage, is intertwined with the dignity we owe every person, not just ourselves. Life whacks you sideways. Seneca's letters don't sugarcoat it, but they do hand you a tool to endure and thrive when luck runs out. Seneca watches Lucilius fret over lost wealth and political slights. His advice: acceptance isn't resignation but clarity. He argues that hating loss only doubles suffering. Instead, recognize what's outside your control, like the fickle tides around Rome's Tiber, and focus on what you can govern, your reactions. This shift in perspective is subtle but powerful, a cornerstone of enduring hardship. Consider setbacks like storms deepening soil. Just as battered earth grows fertile, disappointment can enrich wisdom if you let it. Seneca urges thinking proactive thoughts. Loss isn't a dead end but a pivot point toward resilience. His analogy makes you feel the dirt beneath your nails, reminding you that life's worst moments often replant our seeds of growth. Philosophy emerges as a sanctuary. When the body weakens or enemies rise, Seneca's writing is a refuge, an intellectual province beyond pain and fear. This mental retreat doesn't detach you from reality, but arms you with peace amid chaos, transforming suffering into a teacher rather than a tyrant. Seneca champions one thing above all: the dignity of your own mind. It's the last bastion against a cruel, unpredictable world. In a time when empires thrived on power plays and domination, Seneca's radical claim is simple: your mind belongs to you alone. Even in chains or exile, no one can steal your inner freedom if you don't surrender it. This idea shattered the brutal norm of ancient Rome and offers a timeless rebellion against any external control. Seneca's compassionate letters denounce the empire's harsh treatment of slaves, not with abstract theory but vivid stories, like the gladiator forced into the arena, stripped of choice and dignity. His outrage is personal and fierce, forcing readers to reckon that true freedom means justice for all, not just the privileged few. Despite the heavy themes, Seneca's wit shines through. He peppered his letters with humor and anecdotes that make his Stoic teachings feel alive, not cold. This warmth invites you in, proving that philosophy can be both heart and mind, grounded in everyday humanity rather than ivory towers. Remember that dim Roman courtyard, Seneca's voice reaching across centuries. Fear once gripped Lucilius as it does you now, but Seneca taught how to dismantle it, brick by mental brick. His letters are not dusty artifacts but a manual for reclaiming your mind's empire. So next time anxiety tightens or anger flares, pause, ask yourself, can I master this moment, build my inner fortress? Try journaling like Seneca's correspondence. Write down one fear and look it in the eye. That simple act cracks open freedom's door. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.